Yeah, Bordura here is saying that.
By the way, really interesting avatar.
It's not what you think, man.
I zoomed in earlier. It's a broom in front of a wall.
Yeah.
It's a what?
It's a broom in front of a wall.
Oh, nice.
Louis, your mind's in the gutter, bro.
That's what I that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Yeah.
We were doing a live stream. I had Zach on, and he put in the private chat in all caps. He goes, "What the hell is that?"
Yeah.
About what he's saying.
And you guys will appreciate this because it was done by WGN. A lot of times these studies, Zach, you and I have talked about this. How worthwhile are they? Because how many people? This actually had a good group of drivers. WGN Chicago. I think that's no matter where in the country we live, we're familiar with it because it's broadcast as a network that goes across states. Everybody sees it. But so 80% of the DoorDash drivers who were surveyed admitted to snacking on some of the food they had not purchased that were customers. 80%. It's 4 out of every 5 dashers are eating your food.
We're all sitting here looking at each other like, all right, which one of you?
Listen, 23% of the drivers admitted to deliberately damaging the items they were hired to deliver.
Okay, that's screwed up.
Yeah.
9% said they urinated on the customer's house.
Yeah. I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Oh, no.
17% outright admitted to stealing packages intended for somebody else.
Oh,
That's
So you mean
Dude,
you're
and
dropping
there's
off an order and you
I'll-
get picking up a package?
You guys, it's in the daily.com, but in there is the link to the survey.
Dude,
I'll send
calling,
it to all you guys because it is. I
I'm
mean,
calling
it's crazy. There's a
bullshit on
lot
that,
more
man.
stats than this. Gary Middleton and
Yeah.
I were going through it, and it's nuts, man.
Okay, I haven't even eaten a fry once, let alone taken a piss on somebody's house.
Yeah, no, I
Like
don't believe
if I'm
that.
gonna do something like super fucked up, dude, it's probably gonna be to kidnap that adorable cat they got sitting out front.
Okay,
Four
I
out of
admit-
5
wait.
dashers eat your food.
I admit,
One out of
I've
every
eaten,
10 pisses on
I've
your
eaten a
house.
Five Guys fry. I have. I was starving. It was Cajun fries. It smelled so good.
See,
Just one fry.
there's one of them.
That's pretty funny.
But have you ever pissed on a customer's house?
No, I
So-
don't know if I could. I don't know how the ergonomics of that would work.
Like,
On all these things, Kim, you want to tell us about Grubhub, the hostage negotiator?
Yeah, it was crazy this week when I was reading the article, and it was kind of all over the news. So I feel like a lot of people already know about this. But so this lady was being held hostage, and I'm a little confused on this part because I felt like it's like the world's dumbest criminal allowing your hostage to order Grubhub. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but she had put in the notes to the restaurant saying basically it says, please call the police. He's going to call me when you deliver. Come with cones. I'm assuming she meant cops. Please don't make it obvious. So the restaurant, and it was like 5 a.m. in the morning. So the restaurant, thank God, was open to actually receive the order, saw the message, and the lady got rescued, thank God. But the person who held her captive was like not a good person. Like, I don't even know how he was out on the streets after the charges that he actually had against him. So the lady used, Grubhub to her advantage and got her to safety and got her rescued. So thank God she got rescued.
Here's a question I have about that though. So, and I'm glad it happened, obviously, but I mean, like, did they not contact her? Did they just take, like, what if some kid pranked on the Grubhub app that? Because I'm assuming a bunch of cops showed up.
Yeah, but you gotta do it. Like they're
Yeah,
not
I
gonna,
get
like,
it.
try to-
I get it.
She's trying to do it on the DL. You can't just call her back. Like you're gonna blow her cover.
I
You
get
just
no,
have
I
to do
get it.
Yeah.
I'm just I mean, did they treat it like, did they send one cop car or did they treat it like, hey, this is big?
Let's then swap over.
Yeah, well, hopefully it wasn't Uvalde police. So, sorry.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say the funny thing because this is I don't know how I can say this, but I'm gonna say the thing is I'm thinking came to my mind is like the driver who's like instructions do this, and this. It was like unassigned. There had to have been one. I just felt like there had to have been. This is wrong, but I feel like there had to have been. I don't know. I hope there was none.
I'm not dealing with
That's
this
the first
shit
thing that
tonight.
came to my mind when I saw like the screenshot of like what the order had. I was like, man.
100%.
I would underside. I'm not gonna lie. But like, I'm not getting paid enough for this. Now it feels a decent paying order. I'm like, I got to see it through, but it feels like.
Oh, wow. You think that they actually tip if they're holding someone hostage?
It's like, oh shoot, $40 for 2 miles. I'm taking that.
I didn't want to get into this, because once you get into that, you're not going to deliver the rest of the night. Your night's over.
Oh yeah.
I kind of think, and there's a house around my area that I deliver. They still have their stuff from Halloween that like it's like on their door, and it says like I forget what it says, but it's something like, oh, should I take this? Like if you didn't know the house and you were just delivering, you're like, oh, should I actually take this seriously? Like, or like it says like, do not enter. I forget what it says, but it's something like crazy like that. But it was from Halloween and they never took it down. But we're also used to seeing it. But if you're like a delivery driver that has never seen this house, would you be like, 911? I'm at a house that says this?
Yeah, you should try do Amazon Flex in the country. Like shit, that's common in the hillbilly country. Like you drive up, it's like, do not drive on my property. You will be shot. There's cameras everywhere. I'm like, bro, I'm just delivering your pills from Amazon or whatever.
You're like this, getting out of the car with your hands up in your food. You're like, I just have the food. I'm gonna put it down.
Yeah.
So now, and I know I've talked with Gary a lot about this. I've probably talked about it a few times on here and other things, but I know I've talked with Gary about this a lot. That they remember when they used to do Uber Connect before anything now, like, and then it went away for a long time, but it was only in the Bay Area, like the 2018 era, maybe.
I don't know about the 2018 era.
Okay, so like Uber Connect was there, and everybody was using it for dealing drugs. It got shut down almost immediately during the pilot program because there was actually a gang in Oakland who loved it. They just optimized it and said, dude, everybody gets to chill for a bit. We got this Uber Connect thing. And they were sending sneakers over to North Bay and into the city and stuff with cocaine and old shoes because they thought the old shoes would throw the smell off for dogs if anything happened, whatever. So these people are taking all these weird packages. Well, now it's coming back up, and there's there's tons of articles out, but I'm reading the NBC one that's what's that bag of white stuff? Some Uber drivers worry that they are drug mules. And they're talking about the Uber's courier service again, which is still Connect. I mean, it seems like after the pilot program failed because of drug dealing that I should have finished and said, they actually did an investigation and found out that like so much had been transported. So a lot of these had even been tracked and they weren't pulling the cars over because they were seeing if they were using it for a while before they actually busted down on everybody. And this whole gang had gone to just using Uber Connect, basically. They were just using the app to do all their work. So it's like they were getting, let's say they're getting paid thousands of dollars. They're spending like $11 to have some guy take it for them.
I do wonder if they were tipping.
That would
money
matter.
going around.
They weren't getting tipped enough in the amount of stuff they were probably moving.
Well, but here's where
Here's a tip for you.
Here's where the weirdness comes in. So I was reading through these articles, and I mean, there's a guy in Mesa, Arizona, who was driving for Uber last year and said his name is Kyle Brock, that he picked up a package from one motel to another at 1 a.m. Okay, well,
Why
I mean,
is Uber
yeah,
Connect running at 1 a.m.?
The
All right, that's a red flag already.
Right. He says the package was just a grocery bag with the most random and worthless stuff in it. There was a pen, some candy, and a box about the size of 2 decks of cards, covered in excessive layers of duct tape.
Wait, how does he know all that? Like he was looking, like going.
He was
into the
handed
bag?
like a see-through
It's like a
Safeway
shopping bag, like a Walmart
shopping
bag.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I mean, like it was open.
Has anybody even in the chat does anybody do Uber Connect? Because I actually saw it. I'm like, no, I'm not doing this, and I've never done Uber Connect. So I'm just curious.
I've done it one time. I've done it one time.
How was it, John? We was moving.
I don't know. I didn't check the box. I didn't know what's in the box. And I'm glad I didn't open the box. But I looked it from. It was weird because it was my first time seeing that type of order. It said a Connect, and I just wanted to see what the experience was like. So they didn't tell me where I was going to pick it up or drop it off. So it was very much
Breaking
like an Uber
Bad.
ride. So I go to this house, I knock on the door, I get a package, I go to my car, then I accept it, and it says go drop it off at the. Luckily, I'm dropping it off at the post office. So
that doesn't.
At that
So
point,
let me ask you this: was it like sealed? Like
That-
was
that
it
only
sealed,
makes it a
or was
federal
it like
crime.
a box?
You're right.
it was like a sealed box.
It was a sealed box. So
it was
are
not a
all
shoe
the,
box either.
are all the boxes sealed? So I'm thinking like these drivers are like.
I don't think all the boxes.
Isn't it
are
against
sealed.
protocol to like open up the boxes? So how do they
Well, I
know
think
what's
so,
inside
too.
of it?
Well,
Well,
like
the
Kim,
guy said it
here's
was like a
another
bag, like
example.
a grocery bag
So
would be different.
in January, Chicago police impounded a Band-Aid box with suspected narcotics after an Uber Connect driver told an officer. So she went and showed an officer a Band-Aid box. So she went right into it, and she went to the police officer and said, I think that this is crystal meth.
Oh,
I guess that they jiggle the box. I don't want to know anything. But then again, who delivers a Band-Aid box to Uber Connect? That's
Why is
probably
she
the first
guessing
thing.
what it is too? Like,
How
is
does she know what it
Is she
is?
like a crystal
Nosy.
meth master?
But I mean, she probably the person who gave her the box. I mean, I'm not going to profile, but you're like
Your
this
profile.
looks like I don't know how to deliver this.
I don't know. I'm like the
I just find
transporter. I don't need to know
but
what's
here's
in
what
it.
I find weird. Why'd she even or why was it even taken? Like it's from how I read that is like she's already sketched out. She's looking in it. Like why even accept it if you're going to be if you feel like you have to look through the bag, something's wrong.
Well, I think of this too. You know,
Some people
at
just
the
nosy.
moment, yeah, you get to that person that they look like this gang member or whoever dealer. It could be intimidating. You're like, okay,
Yeah.
You don't want to start a issue there. I mean, they're gonna have the issue down the line. I mean, once you see them snitching and pointing them in court, you know, nothing to the issue, but
Yeah.
Just don't take them. I mean, just
so
don't take
nowadays
those
I'm not going to
orders.
do any Uber Connect. It's too risky. I mean,
Yeah, you don't know what's going on. A lot of times they don't
Well-
tell you what it is before you go pick it up. Like, why put ourselves in this position?
you
Right?
go into a sketchy area, yeah, or you don't know where you're going. Like I said, when you get the order, so
And then she was never heard from ever again.
But right, so this is what I'm looking into though on these articles that I've seen, because this was 2018 when this was coming up. This is 4 years later now, and the plan failed. So now they're bringing it back, and they're like, "Yeah, this is great." Well, now people are like, I mean, they're talking about like finding. One of the things was finding a box of tampons that was opened, and again, a piece of duct tape was slapped over it, and they ended up that all of them had been opened and all were full of cocaine.
Yeah, one time
Like,
this is
I'm just
packaging.
but I'm wondering if you're going to do Connect, how do you do it so you're safe? Because I can't find in any of the articles, Uber never. So whenever they ask Uber for comment, they're giving comment, but they're not locking themselves into anything. And they're saying, this is a problem we acknowledge. Okay. That's code. That's not even code. That's just BS.
Is this another anti-robot story?
Yeah, you bashing autonomous again?
Are you bashing?
No, I
autonomous?
love that they're putting targets up there for us. I love it. I wish it came here to the United States. I wish it wasn't just in Australia.
You know what? I'm actually in the Australian group for DoorDash.
Of course you are.
Of course I am.
Just
well,
it seems like
I have a lot of Australian users too.
Right. Here's what I think though. It makes sense over there to try this. Maybe it's a little bit different over there. You are delivering to some places where drivers like
they're all
that
complaining.
far out.
They're all complaining about this.
Yeah. I'm sure anybody would, but I'm saying if you're gonna test it, because what if you don't live in Melbourne or one of the cities, you're in the outback,
right?
And then
why you sound like that?
Well,
because I don't know, man. Yeah, I want to go.
It said that it's only about a 15-minute wait for these drones to complete your delivery.
That's not bad.
That isn't
But
bad.
here's the downside. How much food have you guys picked up that weighs less than 2.5
That's
pounds?
what I was just gonna say, man. It
definitely
travels
not
at a
Chinese
speed of
food.
70 miles
Yeah,
per
it's
hour.
not Chinese. That's for damn sure.
And it also goes at 70 miles an hour. And like Australia has some of the biggest mosquitoes in the world. Wouldn't that bag just be coated? I know it's in it looks like it's in some kind of plastic thing. I don't know if you guys can pull up the
That's some imagery right there.
It's extra protein.
Oh, Cam.
I feel like they eat that in Australia, though. I don't know.
So that's the bag on the bottom.
Okay.
Well,
does it
that's
look?
what I'm
does it
wondering.
look like it's a well crafted? Like it don't
No.
look cheap. It looks like
It
the
looks
trash
cheap.
cans you could call them. They look cheap.
This looks
What are
cheap.
the
If it does
dimensions?
70 miles an hour and it's carrying food, I would hope.
Well, that's what I'm wondering is what is it going to carry? Have you? I mean, like I have some Australian friends.
What happens to your drinks?
Like they do fish and chips. When was the last
But it
time
can
you
only
got-
do payloads a little under 2.5 pounds. I feel like that's
Yeah.
like not even that much. That's maybe a value meal. They gotta.
Yeah.
It's lunch.
Like
nothing
maybe
too crazy.
maybe a Happy Meal. Yeah, I mean, you definitely aren't going to get their meat
Not dinner.
pies or
You can order
anything
Happy
like
Meal,
that.
but forget the Big Mac.
Right. Yeah. But again, like the 2.5 thing, and like Kim said, the drinks. I think I showed Gary a video of a drone delivery. Gig City or Music City just said parachute it to me. No joke. Gary and I saw one that did drop it on a line. And honestly, when it got to the bottom, there was drinks standing.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
But that was more of like the helicopter drone, not the fly airplane drone.
Not at 70 miles per hour. That seems a little fast. I think just unnecessarily fast.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, like,
and is it going to stop and hover, and then is it going to
Well, that's-
line drop
that's what
it,
I'm
drop it,
wondering.
or is it just going and it's got the trajectory and it drops it? And so it goes?
Does it need to go max speed? Like it says up to, don't necessarily have to go to 70, right? Like,
It's true.
Yeah, but why would they write
Why would
that
you-
unless it is?
Why
would you
I
not
think
go
maybe it's
70?
you have to have it be able to go 70 in case somebody tries to chase it.
yeah, like Steve trying to shoot it down, so it needs to fly out of there. Like,
Well, you also need
It's
to.
got
You also,
evasive maneuvers.
dude, you also need to be. You also need to be able to get away from Australian birds and things that might smell McDonald's and chase that.
yeah,
Like, hey
what's
man,
up
I'm
in
easily
there?
begging this from the street. Why is this up here?
I mean, I don't want to go into the whole, Australian shtick, but those kangaroos are pretty strong. So hopefully that the drones are high enough where someone can't grab it off out of the sky.
Imagine
like-
going
there's
and
one
seeing kangaroo getting into your food. You're not even just like, okay, you
No,
got
you
it.
let them have it. Let them
Yeah,
her have
I'm
it.
all I'm all for drones and things like that because I mean, especially if they can get rid of my no-tip orders, that'd be great. But I just think we're very far off from drones as well. Like I've only seen like one drone that actually did it even, and it could carry what would we say up to 20 pounds on that one, Steve?
I think
One
so.
that dropped. Yeah, I mean,
But that one,
but
that one had a legitimate line,
right.
It was
Like
a
that was the
cable.
that's probably the only one I've ever seen that's even remotely close to
right.
any
Like wherever it
realistic.
was, it stopped, and the food went right underneath it because of the cable. It didn't even allow it to budge. It just dropped quick, and it had it on a straight line.
Yeah,
but it still did drop it in the dirt.
Yeah.
Is
Well,
it
I
going to
mean,
be able to do stacked orders?
no, not at 2.5 pounds.
but you see the DoorDash driver who got into an accident and they asked his wife to finish the order?
DoorDash did?
No.
Yeah.
Get
So
outta here.
Miranda is the wife of this man, and so this man was in a car accident while working DoorDash. He got into an accident while working on the platform and was taken to the hospital. So I, quote unquote, I was at work running my shift when I felt my phone go off. Miranda, his wife, told Newsweek. I thought it was my boss calling, but it was when the phone rang, it was handed to me that it was urgent. She then found out that her husband had been in a car accident and that the car was completely destroyed.
Wow.
After arranging her job to be covered, she got a ride to the hospital. And she quotes here again, I was so stressed because even though I was told he seemed fine, I had to see for myself. I cried so much getting there. She's kind of explaining the story. He freaked out when she got there and he said, oh my God, I didn't finish the order. And so, you know, if I was her, I'd have been like, who cares?
Who gives a shit?
It's in the car that's demolished.
Yeah, like
no, I guess he had his phone. So he tried canceling it. But he was all over the place and he didn't know what to do. And this is his wife's quote. So I tried helping and accidentally called the customer. She answered and I let her know. She found a contact support button and it gave me a bot. And after clicking the option to cancel, it said that I was being connected to an agent. Okay, so now a human gets on. So in the screenshot conversation, Miranda told the DoorDash support worker that her husband was in an emergency room and she wasn't sure how to cancel the order. The support worker replied, too bad to know about the situation. Will you be able to complete the order?
That's a good old DoorDash support. They're reading off a script.
Not even reading it.
I know, but even a human being can hear. Dude, my husband, his car was totaled. He's in ER.
I have a problem with them even worrying about trying to cancel an order and contact support and call a customer. Who cares at that point? Like, I'm not doing any of those things. If I'm in an accident, that's the last thing on my mind. That's just me. I'm not calling
time out.
Well, then she goes on to say, I honestly let out a laugh when I was asked if I could deliver the food. So she showed her husband. It cheered him up about a bit because he was able to laugh as well. And then here's her quote. Honestly, it didn't surprise me, but at the same time, my husband and I were both had a "Are you effing for real?" kind of in our head thought, like what is this? And even especially because a human came on. So this is the DoorDash spokesperson now talking to Newsweek because he avoided him for 2 days, and then he finally had to give us a quote. So he says, "This interaction with our support team falls below the high standards we set for ourselves at DoorDash, especially during a distressing and scary time. We take these matters seriously and are urgently investigating."
That took 2 days for him to say that.
Yeah, and
It took
here's
2
my
days
other
for the
part.
lawyers
Do you
to
think
write
they're
that
doing
for him.
any of that?
No.
Third day of finding that guy, they're firing him. I mean, that's what they mean by investigating it.
They're not even going to do. They're not going to do nothing. They're not even going to investigate it.
And then I won't even get into this because it gets worse. But here's it goes on to say how DoorDash has SafeDash, which is ADT, and it kind of talks about what I've always said about ADT, which is, okay, well, why do you need ADT in the car? Can't you just call 911? Because it literally even says SafeDash includes a number of features, including a safety reassurance call, where a dasher can quickly connect to an ADT agent through the app if they feel unsafe. ADT will remain on the line until the person is safe, or if needed, escalate it to 911. Again, I'm calling 911, guys. I don't need ADT.
Yeah.
I don't even know why you put that confusing thing in there.
I just love how they say that it falls below high standards. I think we can all say what standards.
Well, the other part about that is not putting out a remark for 2 days.
Yeah.
And then that, because it's like, we have high standard. Your high standards would be to reply 20 minutes after it happened.
There's a lot of things falling below those high standards, it seems.
Yeah.
A small business, like, if you came and complained at a business about food that you had, and then the manager comes out, they probably would say something like that. but it won't take 2 days to call you and like, yeah, that meal you had fell below our standards. Yeah, it obviously did, right? So it just makes DoorDash look bad, which is a common occurrence sometimes out here.
I know, but the fact that it got escalated from a bot because it said things like emergency room, I would think like the integration of some of these other bots that are supposed to help them, especially the untrained people getting on the phone, would like say, okay, emergency room, car crash, totaled. Like maybe this needs to be escalated to the next level up from me, who will actually talk to the person nicely and have answers.
Yeah.
I like that Nova said maybe support agent got distracted by the rooster in the background.
Come on, Nova.
Well, I have a question.
I agree, man.
I have a question. So you get in a car accident, a bad one. Think about the amount of time from the accident. You had to go to the emergency room. The wife gets there. She meets you. Probably taking a little bit of time to have that happen. So this order's just sitting in his app, like nobody wasn't it? Like I don't. It seems the story seems weird because like I would imagine at least 30 minutes has transpired, right? At least. Yeah. So what like doesn't the app already cancel it? Wouldn't a customer call?
The customer be like, my food stopped and now it's going the opposite way.
It's no joke anymore. This is very real. Hannibal has become a professional cuddler.
I'm impressed, man.
Mike, if you're not familiar, we've been talking about this with Hannibal for a while. He's been threatening to do it or talking about
threatening
doing it.
More
I don't know how
like,
to say it.
Well, listen, I'm always looking for different ways to make money as an independent contractor. So a couple of months ago, I made a video, and that video was more of a joke. Or at least, okay, I was reading and saw some videos of people making good money cuddling, right? Touch therapy, as they say. And I made the video, and then from then on, every time I would go and talk to somebody or check in the comments or be in the chats, live streams, someone would ask me about it. And I kept saying, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, guys. Just, like stop asking because I'm going to do it. So if I finally signed up. Now, it was only a couple of days ago. Nothing has happened yet. So I'm not a cuddler. I haven't cuddled anyone. I just have a profile up. And I actually used the username or we call it, I guess, screen name of Uber Black. I'm going to change that. I don't know if people will be interested in, like that's the person's name, like Uber Black, but I did put that in there. And I wrote about who I am, a YouTuber, content creator, dog walker, and we'll see. I mean, it's only been up for maybe probably a week. I doubt I'm going to get any hits.
Wait, did you do any training?
This one in particular, they just let you in. Like I signed up, and this is the kicker as well. We complain about DoorDash and Uber, how much all this nonsense in terms of what they take from you and blah blah blah. So you can pick your rates, but no matter what rate you pick, they take about 40% of your take.
Wow.
40%.
So did you ever find out what's defined as cuddling yet?
Well, this is the thing. Like the other website, I think it's called cuddlist.com. They actually have a training program and certification program. This one that I signed up for is called Cuddle Companions, and they just let you in. So I don't know how shady that is. There's like, okay,
even I saw it even said certified.
Yeah,
or verified or whatever.
No training.
Like, what is?
Did you have to go through a background check at least?
I think they may have done a background check because I submitted my application, and it took a few days, and it said you're all approved. Just jump on in.
What?
Jump on in, or did they actually use that?
They may have said that. So I think the other website is probably more legitimate because there is some level of training. I guess it's online training, but so I'm on. Nothing has happened. And I don't think anything is going to happen. I looked at other profiles and see when the last time they logged in. Some haven't logged in for 6 months. I think if you really want to do that, you would have to go, not necessarily like the dumpling route, but in terms of you're gonna have to go out there and sell and
yourself?
Bring clients. This is not a.
But
like
you gotta
Uber.
be a streetwalker for cuddling.
You can be on the websites, Gary. You don't have to.
What
What's the rate? Like, what's the kind of money that you can make if you're like really good at cuddling?
All right. Well, if you're attractive, you can put. I've seen $100 an hour. They have different rates. You can do up to 6 hours. You do overnight. I've seen some for $1,000. Who knows that? Who's actually paying for this? So if you are a person that people would like to cuddle with, you can make a good amount of money. But again, it's about getting the customers to pay. So
Wait,
that's
are you gonna start? Are you gonna go door to door, see if you can't sell yourself?
No, Gary, I'm not. No, this is just. I mean, for it to work, I would have to. Yeah, I would have to. I guess present my business to more people, right? But I don't think that's going to happen.
This is
crazy. So can you imagine like a training on something like that? So do you practice your training in bed on the couch?
I think
Kim,
the training would
I'm
just be
pre-thinking
more
serious
about how to
questions.
not let it get sexual and how to
He's
get
gonna
out
like-
of stuff.
He's gonna be like, baby,
Right.
come here. I need to train.
Yeah, if she tells me you don't even like to cuddle, I'm like, yeah, I know. But for money, if she to my wife, if you paid me, I would cuddle you. But
You're telling your wife if she would pay you to cuddle?
no, I'm saying you notice I'm not a big cuddler because I generate a lot of heat. Like I don't use blankets.
I don't cuddle
or anything.
either.
Yeah, so I don't need to, because usually you're in bed with your wife and you're sitting there with other, it warms you up. It's a bonding thing. I don't need that. So, but I told her if you gave me $100, I would cuddle, and then she didn't take that. She didn't find it funny. But I put the profile out, and we'll see what happens. If I get a hit, I'll let you guys know. But so far, nothing.
You have to text me as soon as it happens.
As soon as it
You gotta like live stream it too, and just have it
I
set
may
up
not-
for
I may
6
not-
hours of cuddling.
I don't know if the client will appreciate that, but
Doesn't matter.
I'm a cuddler, so sorry, guys.
Just tell them the
I'm an
camera.
independent
The
contractor, do
camera's
what I
for
want.
everybody's security. That's what you just tell them. Like,
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. The camera's just for our security.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
Like a
honestly,
dash
like,
cam.
you know,
You can get a GoPro on your head and just say it's your dash cam.
that is just that.
just to bring Mike up to speed real quick on this, when he first started talking about it, the first thing that came to my head, and I think I said it and everybody else was thinking the same thing, was like, man, all the business is probably after the cuddle. I bet you so much cash business happens after the cuddle.
Yeah.
To me, it was like a
Yeah.
way of like figuring out if you wanted to like sexually be with somebody. Like better than going to the bar. I'll just have this person come over and hold my hand, cuddle with me, and if I feel like it all.
Wouldn't
So
that
what
be an
happens if you're
amazing?
actually? I
Do
say
they
what
rate you? I was saying,
I would
wouldn't it
not-
be amazing? Like if, like say, not you because you're married, but like let's say, for example, I signed up on this website where I was going to be cuddling, and then, one thing led to another. We fell in love, and now we're married, and we met on cuddles.com.
Oh,
Like,
that would be
insane.
That's an adorable story, right?
Well, that's a good twist.
How we met. We
The
were
only
cuddling and-
only thing,
and it's
like I said, I'm not going to share Hannibal's link. That's up to him to do on a video or whatever he wants to do. But the one thing I will say that I noticed, because first of all, this is the first time I've ever read a guy's profile.
Sure,
Sure
Steve.
it is. Sure it is.
Sure. Okay.
But honestly, the part that grabbed me was kind of near the bottom where it said you had a passport.
Oh yeah,
You
so
go
there's also
international?
services where I don't know how this works. Apparently, the person who wants a cuddler to travel with them, and they pay all the expenses that is possible. Now, I'm not going to travel with anyone, but that's one of the options. And you also there's activities like you basically tell everyone. You tell the profile, right? The profile what you are interested in doing. Board games, card playing. It sounds like there's a friend. Like they need a friend.
Everybody wish Hannibal some luck, and hopefully we keep seeing him every week so that nothing happens to him.
Oh, I'm definitely searching this. And I mean, like this is the first thing I do when I'm going to find your profile. I'm going to see it. I might sign up for a cuddle just to make you have to do it. Like it's gonna happen. I'll give you some.
You better look out. He's close enough to you to do it.
No, I'm serious. Like let's set something up. Let's get a cuddle going, and let's just see if this thing really works.
Yeah, you know what? Let's try it out.
We could even do a podcast together while we cuddle. It'll be fun.
You know what? That sounds way better than someone I don't know.
This is awesome. Kim, are you going to be able to make it through this story?
I am, because when I was reading it, I was like, I was just like, hopefully I can get through this story because it really grossed me out, I have to say. So there was, the title of the article I have today is Cockroaches Spotted in Popeyes in Detroit by a DoorDash driver Forces Them to Shut Down. So here's the basis of the story. DoorDash driver goes into Popeyes for an order and sees like a cockroach infestation. They're climbing over straws. They're climbing over utensils. They're climbing over to-go orders. Like they're literally everywhere. So this is actually what kind of had me laughing a little bit. So supposedly the DoorDash driver went to an employee and said, hey, listen, there's cockroaches there. The employee took off her shoe and started killing the cockroaches.
And I would hope everybody in this chat and everybody on this panel knows if you were the manager of that, you ask everybody politely to leave, you give them a coupon, something for the next visit, you get everybody out, you lock the doors, and you call an exterminator and you leave the building.
So, but this is the thing. So the article goes to say that DoorDash required her to still proceed with the delivery of the order after she said all these cockroaches were everything. I guess she notified the customer because the customer threw out the order as soon as it actually got to her. So,
I would not deliver that order. I would not. First of all, that order was not going to go in my car. That wouldn't make any sense.
No.
I would say, hey, listen, I'm taking a break from DoorDash for the rest of whatever shift. I'm not putting that in my car. Roach infestations are serious. Like what Steve said, everyone get out and get like the most hot, professional, no spray, no raid, nothing that's going to stop it. You need a professional exterminator. I would not have delivered that order. That order would have stood on that, wherever that place, that counter or whatever.
They're just gross too. They spread disease. I mean,
things
that kill us don't kill them. Like they can live in nuclear missiles.
They'll outlive us. They will still be here.
Will survive the nukes.
Right. It's just disgusting.
But dedication to the employee for smashing them with her foot. She's like, oh, no problem. Let me. All right.
Well, that just shows how much of a veteran they were. They're hard boiled. They've been with those roaches. They're like, I've been waiting for somebody to ask me to do that.
I think it was they're desensitized sadly to that, where like some people homes, like I've been in hoarded situations where it's like people just don't seem like they know, no, this is bad. This is really, really bad. You should not be in here. But yeah, that's kind of gross.
What I find amazingly disgusting, and this is no joke. So I'm from Michigan. Half my family's from Detroit. Half my family's from Lansing. I was born and raised there. And I know Detroit very well. Last year, there was a KFC that had a cockroach infestation. Same thing. I mean, like on the walls. And this one was a video. I need to find it. This one was a video that like where the employees were shooting the video. So they weren't open, but they're like, look, they're everywhere. They were on the walls. They were going into like everything. I mean, because one thing for sure, if you're sitting there squashing cockroaches, understand you will never get through them all. Yeah. There are
you see one, there's a lot behind it. Yeah.
But don't the eggs get on your shoes if you squish a cockroach and then they spread even more?
That's the worst of your worries.
But still,
I would say get out of the building, burn all the clothes and shoes you have on.
Okay, I mean, Popeyes, KFC, if I look at those two franchises, and they, it depends on who's running them, but they generally don't look the most sanitary anyway. I mean, I've seen some disgusting McDonald's, but I'm looking at other restaurants. So I'd never seen that kind of nastiness, at least in my experience. Like Five Guys, I didn't walk into a Five Guys and ever see anything. No, like at least the ones I've been into, or like a Chipotle. I'm trying to think of like really dirty.
Yeah.
Right.
That even has 10 times the traffic of one of those places.
Yeah.
I will say my Five Guys is so super clean, and they literally, I don't know if you ever go into your Five Guys late at night, like they squeegee their floors. Like they literally hose it down and like squeegee the floors to the point where it's like you can eat off the floors. Not really, but they're like literally that clean.
Yeah, I haven't ever been into a dirty Five Guys. It seemed like you're paying a lot for this food. They better clean this place. But Popeyes always seemed a little trashy to me. Chicken is good. Now I don't know what they put in chicken now, but they've always been a little dirty. Just the way their setup is,
the
and the people
special
in there.
ingredient.
See, you can't. If you ever try to imagine it, there's never like a really clean Popeyes I've ever been to. You've seen an average
I'm telling
Popeyes
you.
at best.
Yeah, just passable, basically.
Pretty much.
But
I mean, like if I owned that Popeyes, and it's Detroit, so this happens a lot anyway, I would just kind of close and then have an alibi and get out of town and have some people burn it down for me.
Yeah. I definitely believe it.
I don't even think I'd want it cleaned.
Whoever owned that's their fault. They clearly, I'm sure they know about the roaches and they did nothing about it.
I will commend the driver though. She contacted the Department of Health like immediately after the order, and that's how they shut down. So, I guess, she had a really good conscience. I think in the article, and I was looking for it, and it's probably like stupid for me to look at it. It said she had video of it. Like, I kind of wanted to see the video.
I did too. I did too.
I mean,
I'm telling you, the video I saw last
seconds.
year from the KFC was so disgusting. They were on the ceiling. I mean, and they were everywhere. It didn't just look like a line of ants. They were everywhere. And it was just gross. Like this one lady kicked this piece of cardboard that they had over this hole. And it was like a drainage hole in the kitchen by the fryers. And she's like, watch this on the video that I had seen. And she's like, she moved it aside with her
All
foot.
right. I'm getting itchy. I'm getting itchy.
I'm used to it. Crazy.
I tell you.
So if this ever happens to you, run and cancel the order.
Yeah,
I mean, she was. I did criticize her initially to even deliver it, but at least she called. That's probably the smartest thing, to call the Department of Health. I guess I would have probably complained to everyone I knew, and then someone said, "Yeah, you should bring it up to the Department of Health," and then I would have called. But props for her for doing that, because people could have got sick. People probably have been sick.
probably did get sick.
Because I doubt that was the first order that Popeyes delivered that day.
Oh,
but
no.
how many people? I mean, and is it just that day, or were the employees just like, I just need this job, so I'm gonna work? Like, I don't care.
Very funny, Grandpa. I was about to look.
If you were like the customer and like you got your order and you opened the bag and all of a sudden like cockroaches like came out.
I just mean, were these people going into work every day?
I'm suing DoorDash,
day after day,
Popeyes.
knowing that they're there. Like,
emotional distress. I want $5 million. I'm just gonna flip out.
Okay, so moving on to the second part of this. Is there any job you would not do to make $180,000 a year?
There's a lot of jobs.
Hell yeah.
A lot of jobs.
Where do you want to start? Yeah?
Like, what profession do you want to start?
What letter?
Master plumber?
You would not be a plumber?
A master plumber that deals with pipe mains and
you wouldn't do that?
That level of the S word? Come on, dude.
Like dirty jobs?
Okay, so this part, Steve probably
you're up to here in it every day.
Okay, but what if I
splashes
told you
in your eyeball, Gary?
That's a lot of pink eye. That's a lot of pink eye.
Okay, but what if you could sell your poop and make $180,000 a year?
What?
I mean,
I don't get what that is. That
the only thing that would be weird about that was not the selling of it. It's the like meeting with the clients who are buying it. I'm like, why would I don't know who I'm doing meeting with these people so often. But
so
yeah, I mean, but there's a lot of jobs I don't think I could do even for that price that would just kill me. I mean, I don't even care if you gave me like something that's minimum wage, like working this shady bodega in Aurora. 40 hours a week.
I was being serious though. If you could make $180,000 a year selling your poop, would you?
There's a lot of variables there.
Can I just go collect it in San Francisco?
Like all of it?
No, it has to be your poop for one. It does have to be your poop.
Yeah, sure.
And you can do it at home and ship it to them.
Yeah. Like that box thing that checks for cooling? Yeah, okay. Sure.
Dry ice,
You gotta do it.
What's the purpose?
Dude, actually, is that a job? I'll do it right now.
That is a job, and about 1 in every 1,000 people that apply, 1 out of 1,000 people that apply, get approved for it. is what it is. And what you're doing is
Are you talking about composting, Gary?
No, it's a stool donor network is what it is. You donate your stool for science and whatever else. It's from humanmicrobes.org, and they buy your poop.
Is it like to cure cancer?
I
Do
think
they have an app?
No, I'm really trying to figure out what is it for. I mean, if it's for medical research and if it's to cure cancer,
I'm sure it is, because if
then,
they're having one
okay.
person do it every day for a year, they're actually watching all changes.
And I don't know if they pay you every day for it, but it says each stool samples $500 per stool, or per stool donation. They give you $500, and it goes towards
Does it have
medical
to be
research.
solid?
Is there like a
I
special
don't
place
know.
you have to like? Because think about do you have like a special box? You just
Yeah,
go in the box.
that's
Haven't you
what
seen
I'm-
the? Haven't you seen the ads for the?
John
check
gonna
your
go
colon
shit in his
that you-
corner.
There it is.
Oh, put up Holly's comment. Put up Holly's comment.
What if you don't poop every day? Well, I guess you'd be losing out on some money. You better take some X-Lax or something.
Well, you take one and then you split it into 3.
Wait. Now you're gonna save them, John?
I mean, you got to earn, right?
What are you gonna
Got
do?
bills to
Freeze
pay.
them?
I'm just gonna
That's
send
actually a better
bonus
idea.
every day.
I was just thinking about refrigerating it. So yeah.
But yeah, I've never actually heard of this. I did not know it was a thing until I looked up the survey. 1 in 5 drivers hate their jobs. I was like, well, why don't they just find something better? And then I was looking, and this came up.
I was going to say, so how did we segue from hating our job to selling our poop?
Because if you hate your job, you can now go sell your poop, Kim.
But also, why did he start it with "What would you do anything for 180,000"? No, but I'd do that for 180,000.
I guess How do you? I do want to know. Is that like 500 times 360 is what 80,000? I'm trying to figure that out.
Yeah, it's what it is. You take $500 a day, and it equals up to 180,000. So if of course
People would do that for 30,000 probably.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they would. I can't believe that they'd pay that much either. You could tell people, hey, send me your poop for $100. People would do that.
Dude, why are we
There's
not
about
all
to be a
doing this?
black poop market in the near future, like a black market poop.
Do they send you
dealer.
365 boxes?
I'm not sure how it works.
Prepaid postage? I don't want to
didn't
go I don't want to go deal with it.
I think one of you guys should sign up for it though.
I'll do it right now.
It says
I'll do it live on the show.
It says 1 in every 1,000 people.
I think that's the next beyond the algorithm.
Wait,
Where's
you're gonna
animal
poop on
you need
the- Steve's gonna be like, what are you doing, Steve? He's like, I gotta get my sample in for tomorrow.
It's a ride along.
Maybe the new hot shot curry rides, huh?
But yeah, Kim, to answer your question, it is for medical purposes. They got a list of stuff that they do it for. And I don't know, you can go to their website and check it out. It's humanmicrobes.org.
Human microbes.
There you go, everybody. Go check it out.
Human microbes.
I mean, they're gonna see the site traffic on that thing.
They're gonna be like, what the hell happened?
Microbes. Okay.
They're going to be like, wow, we got a lot of hits today.
Become a donor, I guess. Stool collection kits. Which one do I want?
I'm guessing.
Here, let me just bring
become
it
a
up. Let me just
donor.
bring it up so we can all do this together.
Because why would you have a collection kit if you're not donating?
Yeah, right there. And it actually says it on their site. Get paid $500 per stool.
Okay. So
Oh, no, you're on the wrong site, I think.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, that's not the site. Get off that. I'll share it.
Okay.
You got bamboozled.
Yeah, he was going to the wrong one.
So there's a fake poop site because it did it too. Oh, this
Right
is the
here.
official one.
This is the official one.
Don't get catfished. I don't know what they call it catfish.
Holy
But,
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, look right here. It says complete the screening questionnaire, complete the verification of stool type and physical fitness, a video interview. I don't know what they want to see you poop or what.
That's an interesting.
Is that a
video interview.
daily thing or just to
I
make
would
sure you're
assume they're
good
going
for
to
the
make sure you're an
job?
actual person.
Yeah, and of course you got to give stool and blood testing, paid for them, of course, or paid by them. And then, like I said, it says right here, get paid $500 per stool. If you're having a bowel movement every day, it can be $180,000.
Wow.
I'm starting a high fiber diet tomorrow.
How long do
Right?
you do it for?
Ever?
Do you really need to do it for more than 1 year?
At $500 per stool, I'll do that every day.
I'll do it I'll do it to make $1 million off poop.
I mean, you're already going poop.
What is that? What is that?
I mean,
5.5 years?
It's not like you're going. I mean, I guess like John said, you got to poop in the can in the corner or whatever real quick. But
He's gonna go back to the potty training.
Like it's going to help save a life somewhere. You know, like I want to be doing it for a purpose.
Thank you, Bobby. Appreciate
well,
that.
right here, it says why they're doing it and everything right there, Kim. Like I said, I'll share it. I'll share the link in the.
Yeah, dude, everybody wants to do this. Look, we have 100 people in the community. That means one of you is going to get it.
No, we need 1,000.
1 in 1,000.
1 in 1,000. So 1 out of every 1,000 people, it says.
But still,
Why
that could
not
be you.
you?
It's better than the lotto.
That is much better than the lotto.
Yeah. There you go. I
too
posted
could
the
be
link for
pooping
you.
soon for money.
3 of my subscribers are going to make $180,000 this year.
Dude, I
That's
see some truly, and I don't ever do this. You guys know this about me, but I see some truly amazing clickbait ideas here.
You have to be that healthy to sell my poop? I don't know.
Why do I have a feeling you're gonna like clip this bad boy up and we're gonna see clips and clips of it?
There should be a lot of clips from this conversation for sure.
I like how it wait, push that down.
Wait, what was the
I like-
physical fitness part?
What are the basic qualifications? And they show like this ripped person.
I know.
It's like,
well, because I'm assuming that they want somebody really fit. You know, because
Okay.
like us-
Donor
they
must
want-
be
would
in
they want all
exceptional
walks
physical
of
and mental
life?
health.
I mean, I don't know.
What is this?
Ideally, top young athletes. Okay.
Is this
Is
to
your-
prove that we should eliminate everybody else?
Is your poop different if you're skinny versus fat? Is it really?
Shouldn't they
Higher
want to
protein.
know that? This should be part of the jeez. Maybe there's more companies that do this with other people that aren't fit.
Maybe. You know what? Everybody go to Google, type in "sell my poop,"
Yes.
and I bet you got a whole bunch of links.
This
All
is
right.
definitely Hannibal's not here tonight, and I'm kind of bummed that he will hear about this for sure. We are definitely doing beyond the algorithm with this.
Well, I was hoping he was going to be here.
I know.
I could just see him going, Steve, man, Steve.
Yeah, like you could stack a cuddle with a poop.
Stack a cuddle with a poop.
I need to shut up. I'm saying these things.
So I just thought about this. I was looking at that. It said you had to be younger, and I was like, that could be you and Max's first show.
Dude, don't give him ideas. He'll be like, hey, watch. He'll be.
How he got
he'll
into
get
gig work.
He'll get that. He'll be that guy that gets the 1 in 1,000. He's lucky like that.
Well,
He'll
he's
get
not
it. He'll be
18
like,
yet.
I'm
He's not-
retired.
He's not
I'm just
18
gonna
yet, is
poop
he?
in a box.
You just sign a waiver. Steve was like, I'll sign the waiver.
How old is Max? 16?
Yeah.
2 more years he can apply. Got to be 18.
Start prepping now. Scholarship plan right there.
It'll probably be gone by then, but
Well, I mean, according to John, you could just freeze it and hold it for 2 years. I guess have a stockpile.
Ew. Can you imagine going into someone's freezer and go,
can you
Like, is
imagine?
this
Why do you have
sausage?
so much chocolate in here?
You know where you never, ever, ever want to go to? The address you send that poop to.
Oh, no.
Because that's a warehouse of poop.
It's a shitty job.
Literally.
Hey, Ash, how are you?
Hey, Ash.
Ash.
Okay, Ash, if your laundry machine's broke and all the laundry mats near you broke and
Really?
and the dry
Gotta go
cleaner
there?
broke.
So they got
But
the
you had
same.
this app called
It's a
Hamper.
laundry pandemic, people.
Yeah, makes the other pandemic look like a joke. So all there is this Hamper app, and you can call and get a good deal to have your laundry washed. Now, when you call them, it says, okay, Kim will be coming to get your clothes. Or it says, Steve will be coming to get your clothes. Do you have a problem with me doing your clothes?
Wait, are you the one actually like doing my
Yes.
clothes?
Yes, he
It
is.
depends on how eager you are.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Like my husband even does my laundry, and I beat him up every time he does the laundry. So I don't know. I just
Well, I guess, okay, so that tells me that you wouldn't be comfortable with anybody. But I'm trying to put it out there and say if you had to.
no. I feel like he's probably killing me for saying this, but like I kill him because I'm like, no, you're not doing it right.
I guess
You
my,
didn't do
my
X,
point
Y,
is,
and
if you
Z.
ordered it and a man came up, would you cancel it and do it again and try and get a female if you were to the
No,
point you were going to use
I
it?
don't think that I
Okay.
don't think that would be an issue just because I just don't believe in the service, to be honest with you.
Right. But again, like Gary said, laundry pandemic, man.
Laundry pandemic.
There's no other way. Your laundry machine blew up.
Here's the thing: you can either put on the same dirty underwear or have Steve wash your clothes.
Can't you just go to the sink and wash your own underwear?
That's what Ash said.
No,
too.
it's a laundry dictatorship, not a pandemic. A laundry
that's what
dictatorship
Holly
now.
said.
Holly said, "I'll wash it in the sink."
See, Holly agrees with me. See?
See, these
Okay,
women
well,
got to
all
figure
the
it out.
water's gone too, except for at the launder's house.
It's like Mad Max for laundry.
On Amazon, they even have those portable.
I don't know why you guys are beating around the question. It's real simple. Holly's already answered. She said no. I would
Right.
not let a man. She would. And I think I'll go as far as to say, Holly,
Ash-
if you had to use the service, you would cancel the man and you would reorder and
And
get it
Ash
lump.
said that she don't want any strangers seeing her sexy items.
Male, but does it matter if it's male or female? That's the question. Pretend
Oh,
you had,
so you're trying to see if they're sexist towards us, is what you're saying?
or towards them. I don't know.
Hey, I'll say,
maybe
when it comes to doing my laundry, I use my Unpostables. I use my fabric softener. I use my Tide.
Wait,
I
you
my
use a
little-
what? What is an post? What? What?
I don't know exactly what it does. When my parents were
See,
visiting,
that's,
they left it
that's
in my
my
laundry
point
room.
right
But
there.
I
You
use
don't know
it.
enough
I use
about
it.
it.
I just use all the items. I use the dryer sheets and everything. I think it makes it softer, smell better, last longer. It does something.
I thought that's what the fabric softener was for.
I mean, there's always another level.
So John, you just proved our point that men know nothing about laundry.
I don't, but I know I get a nice finished product in the end. I do know that.
I think a man can wash clothes just as good as a woman.
It-
Like, I
it
don't
probably
think there's a
could.
discrimination
I know.
about
I'm
it.
just telling you that if it says Steve will be picking up your laundry.
I don't think it's
Wait,
really about who
wait,
washes
is it the
clothes. It's
same
more about
pic-
who's folding it and handing
Is
it.
the same picture the one that you have on
gonna
the
say,
start of this video? Because if so, she definitely canceling.
No, it's some nice picture outside. I don't know.
with two chihuahuas or something.
See,
I
you
don't
guys
know.
proved my point. If I were to sign up for one of these services, I would use Marissa's account, or I'd make Marissa get an account, and I would make it be her. And then if they ever came outside, I'd be like, I just pick it up for her. I don't know what I'm doing. Like,
I'm just the delivery guy. I pick it up and deliver it.
even if I was doing it, I think that I think that would happen. I think that many women who do use the app, I know you wouldn't. I know most of the women wouldn't, but there's got to be a calling for it because Hamper's starting to do better and open to different markets.
Oh, there's lots of people like me. I don't care. I'll ship it off, even to you, Steve.
Or you use certain items, you let them launder, like your sheets and your towels. You know,
There's a whole
jeans.
thing about like lice,
Just
and
not your
just
underwear.
bugs, and
Now, you know what's crazy?
I'll
about
drive
this?
to Vegas for 11.
What's crazy about this, Steve? I was talking to Lisa earlier, RiDESHARE Lisa, and Josh in the Discord, and I was telling him that I've been watching this guy on YouTube, and he bought a laundry mat. He paid $75,000 for the laundromat. He put another like 50 to 60,000 in it, fixing everything up, and now he's making like $400,000 a year off this thing.
Yeah. There's a third laundry service now. There was Launder, there was Hamper, and now there is RiDESHARE. And the woman who got into this, she doesn't own the company, she was just doing it, is now making $24,000 a month. And we can go through the math because it's crazy. She did, like, I don't know if you guys have, when I talk about dumpling, I've had Celeste on a few times, who owns a place outside of Atlantic City called Down by the Sea, is the name of her store. She actually has turned it into a business, has employees now. But here's what happened. So this lady she was a medical lab technologist making $76,000 a year. But she was getting sick of it. She didn't have her life kind of thing. She just wanted to do something else. So she had some side gigs going, and she got into this. And so she was doing some laundry, and she said before she knew it, she had hired a few people, and she was pulling in $4,000 a month. And last year she made $46,000 on the platform in a year. Okay. Now the earnings helped her and her husband realize her dream of opening a laundromat on their own in Lanham, Maryland. I hope I said Lanham, Maryland. I don't know. Yeah, named the Laundry Room. Her team of 4 employees who started out washing laundry with her via RiDESHARE brings in $24,000 in revenue per month now.
You go, Steve. Go
Stable business, right? Washing
Kim,
clothes.
according to you, nobody would hire me to do laundry. Remember? So,
I still have the Laundra app. I had in 2 years probably one request, and I didn't take it. So that didn't work out.
I don't know. Yeah, to be honest, Launder actually changed hands 3 times. I did the very first interview they ever did, and I know that I think UDM did one too with them. But like I know that they had 3 different owners, and I don't think they ever took off, and they were trading ownership. But Hamper was doing okay. I don't know if they still are. They were the more known one, but I had never even heard of RiDESHARE. But that's, I guess, so now there's 3 laundry apps.
I think it's definitely where you are, because most people, first of all, rather wash their own clothes. So I think there's a good percentage that don't want anyone else to touch their stuff. And on top of that, if you are in this big, you're in a big city, is where I'm at. There's a laundromats are around very quickly. Like they're around the corner. Like I actually have wash and dryer in my house, but yeah, it depends on where you are. I see that working.
I have, like, you guys know, I have like all these McMansions around me. I can't tell you how many times I go to deliver in the mornings or even early afternoons, and they have like their laundry bags just like on their porch ready for pickup because they have dry cleaners come pick up their laundry, do them, and go back and deliver it to their house. So I guess it's kind of like the same concept that they just really don't want to do their laundry, and let's hire someone to do it for me.
You're saving about a few hours of, especially if you have lots.
Have you changed your mind, Kim? Would you allow me to do your laundry?
No.
That's a good answer, Kim.
I guess. I'm like, what the hell? So yeah, see, like, I guess guys, I guess it's a sexist thing. They won't.
No, but I said I wouldn't allow anybody to do my laundry.
Yeah,
like,
but if it was a world, we created a whole situation. Remember, there was like a world pandemic. You couldn't leave the house, and I know you and Holly were talking about using the sink, and we said the sink was toxic. I don't know. There was no other way to get it done.
The money's good though. I mean, the amount of money being earned. I mean, why are we picking up food and groceries? Like,
you gotta feel like somebody who's getting their laundry done. They gotta. You tip it well, I figure.
But
if you live where area where Kim is, where there's people who are just so busy and they have the money, I'm sure you could probably clean up. Jersey Man just put a comment. I just want to answer it. Hannibal, are you still doing the cuddling app? No, I've retired from cuddling. No one wanted to cuddle with me, and the business failed. So
did you take your profile off, or is it still up?
It's still there, but I probably should take it down.
Actually,
the market has told me they're not interested.
Mike Baseglio wanted to cuddle with you.
Well, that's the private client, and well, I'll talk to him later.
Private client.
That's a private. That's off the app. Sometimes even Rover. I'm like,
He even told you we'll just play games. Like, hang out.
Talk about basketball.
So Hannibal did have a.
But I get it though, So don't judge me. I won't judge you.
No.
That's
I'll tell you guys something. This is one of the most disgusting things I ever saw happen in the bar industry. So I went on my honeymoon, and when I came back, I was the GM. I was gone for 10 days in 2000. And when I came back, if you guys have ever seen the Jaeger machines that have 3 bottles in them at the bar, okay, so you put 3 bottles in, upside down. They come out ice cold. It's it's a great working machine. Well, they were, when I came back, they're like, it's totally not working. I was like, well, what happened? It was slowing, and now it's not working at all. So I took the bottles out. It took about 10 minutes of my time to just even try and figure out what the problem was. What the problem was that they were just using some kind of pesticide around it and killing fruit flies. And the fruit flies had completely formed a seal across every bottle bottom, so it wouldn't even release beyond the fruit flies.
Then listen what you saying. Listen what you're saying, Steve. You know what you're doing to me right now? Fruit flies, Steve.
And enough to stop the drippage of it.
Enough to stop the drip, the drink going into Steve. Come on, man.
Okay, now Kim is competitive, so chat people, you can be in this too, obviously. But first one to get it. Here we go.
You guys are going down.
Okay, it's luck be in the air tonight.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was going so many words.
Are you guys not getting?
Oh, I got it.
I know you did, but Kim, Gary, did you not?
I don't get it.
At first, I was like, huh.
I guess.
I see both ways, but it's Wheel of Fortune, so I know it's going to be something PG.
Yeah.
The problem is, Steve, that unlike them, your mind is in the gutter.
Well, so was yours.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean,
at first I was like, what?
Exactly.
Oh yeah, luck be in the air. Sure, yes.
Like, is this photoshopped or yeah?
That's what I thought too.
Kim, you still don't have it, do you?
I don't.
That's good.
I'm really proud of you.
Don't be ruining innocent Kim's mind.
Oh my god, I can't believe that. So did
real
everybody
in
the chat get it? Did you guys get it?
Yeah, some
I got it.
Typed it out full.
Sure.
Yeah, the full. Let's see the whole thing there.
Oh, I get it now.
Well, it's 2-part saga, but yeah.
Thank you, Josh, for his version of it.